Jeremy, ¿cómo estamos? Segunda convocatoria a la selección, ¿cómo te sientes?
Sí, no, muy feliz de estar aquí, muy bien. ¿Y tú cómo estás?
Bien, bastante bien. Contento de estar acá en este partido con ustedes. Cuéntame un poco cómo es esta dinámica de ser convocado a jugar por tu país. ¿Cómo es el día a día de una selección, sobre todo en estos amistosos?
No, pues es muy bueno de estar aquí, por estar con tu país, entrenar con tu país, tener la camiseta de tu país, poder ir en la cancha, jugar con compañeros que son de tu país también, no tiene palabras, es algo que nunca me voy a olvidar, pero soy muy feliz de estar aquí y es algo que trae mucho orgulloso.
¿Cómo fue ese acercamiento? ¿Cuándo te enteraste que la selección te quería convocar la primera vez que te convocó y cómo fue ese proceso hasta que llegaste por primera vez a ser parte del equipo?
Sí, hubo partidos con un scout que se llama Hugo también, y él y Diego tuvimos un chat por Zoom, y ahí hablamos y me dieron un plan que querían ellos que yo tuviera con la selecta y con las selecciones de juveniles, y de ahí comenzó todo. Ahí me puso en contacto con Diego y de ahí hablamos.
You were born here. Your parents were born in El Salvador. Um, how much you knew about the Salvador national team and El Salvador football through your father when you were growing up?
Yeah, quite a bit. My father obviously played soccer growing up, so that's all we knew, me and my brothers growing up. So obviously he played over there in El Salvador, so the culture and everything, and just had knowledge about soccer from El Salvador, and just growing up in El Salvador culture and household, it was really good. But overall, my dad, he showed us a lot about soccer in El Salvador especially.
So your father is also a coach in a side job, in a side business. Like it was clear that that you were gonna follow that path, like play soccer since you were a little kid.
Yeah, no, for sure. I think he introduced it to us at a very young age, and since then we all liked it a lot, and especially me. I think I liked it a lot, and it's just something that I fell in love with, and I just love to play it.
So you were born here. Your parents were born in El Salvador. Now your national team coach was born in El Salvador. He played for the U.S. How do you feel this connection between what Hugo had lived, what your parents lived, and now like you making the full cycle?
Yeah, no, for sure. Obviously, what Hugo went through, what my family has gone through, what a lot of people have gone through, coming from different countries and everything, and going between them. Just trying to make the most of it, seeing that people struggle. People have struggles in their everyday lives, and you see that firsthand. But I think just trying to make the most of it and trying to make people proud, because trying to make people believe that anything is possible.
Since you arrived here to the U.S., you were born here in the U.S. That's the right way to say it. Your father was a fan of El Salvadoran team. You have the Salvador national team, but you grew up in a city that had a very successful MLS team. Like, which were the teams that you watched when you were a little kid, and you still watch on TV now that you grew up?
Yeah, obviously D.C United. I wasn't alive for all of their really good history that they've had, but obviously growing up, that's a lot of people talk about here in DC, about DC United and the history that they have, and just them winning a lot. And then obviously the household is a Real Madrid fan base pretty much. So that's all we watch growing up, really. So really, you just hear people talking about DC and everything, and Real Madrid. That's who I grew up watching.
Who your father supporting in El Salvador?
He supports the
Águilas. And you said you were not born when DC United was winning trophies on the MLS. How significant is for you growing up listening to all these stories of winning championships, now being officially or signing a contract to be a homegrown player for the team towards your future?
Yeah, no, it's obviously a dream come true, being able to be professional and do the thing that I love most. But I think looking at the history of the club, you just can't really describe how it feels. It's a very rich club in as far as history, so just looking to add on to it.
And I assume you you would love to bring some trophies back to the city on the future. Like probably nobody on your generation have seen DC United win leagues.
So it would definitely be really good to, bring a trophy back to DC.
There's a lot of myth that people don't know on how it's to be a young player on an MLS team. Like there's people that believe that MLS just sign players from abroad. There's people that focus so much on how the draft and works. But you have played all your lives for this team, and now you're gonna be part of the professional team. Can you describe this process and how close to you it is?
Yes, so pretty much coming up to their academy and then going up to pro level, you're considered a homegrown. So just going up to their academy and them saying that they made you into a good player, they helped along with your development. And then after that, going into the pro environment, they call you a homegrown. But I think the environment that the MLS is creating here, and especially I think D.C United, I think it's really good for young players. They go into a really good environment to develop and get better every day.
Como jugador eres un mediocampista. ¿Cuál es la posición en la que creciste jugando y cuál es la posición en la que te sientes más cómodo y más útil para el equipo?
Sí, creciendo jugaba de 8 y de 10, un poco más adelantado que jugaba ahora, y ahora juego de 6 o de 8, pero hay un armador del equipo, creando para el equipo y controlar el partido así.
Entonces, lo que más te gusta es por el centro, viendo 3-4 opciones de pase delante de ti y eligiendo la mejor.
Sí, poder tener la pelota y ver adelante y ahí intentar de crear para el equipo.
Más un generador de juego que un definidor, si vale el término.
Sí, claro, sí.
Y en la recuperación tú juegas más al lado de quien hace el trabajo más de marca y tú eres el que decide qué se hace con esa recuperación.
Sí, así es, al lado del que hace más marca.
And have you told you about Mágico González? What do you know about him? What do you like about him?
Yeah, no, obviously a really good player, maybe the best we've ever had, but he just explained to me, how good he was, how far he made it, how he brought the team to the World Cup, just a living legend, really.
It happens to you that when you tell people where you are from, they related to him?
I mean, yeah, when anybody hears that I'm from El Salvador or anything like that, they know who Mágico González is. So that's obviously something really good to feel about, just because, the country you're from or where you're from, that people know where it is.
Jeremy, thank you very much. Best luck with the season, with the national team, and the next year, and your future career.
Thank you. Really appreciate it. Thanks for having me.
Thank you.